So recording now. Hello, Service Grissai. Welcome back to the podcast. He is a bird. I am your host, Sean Shelton. Today I have the legend, David McCants. David, I want you to just sit there for a second because I'm going to introduce you, and this is going to take a while. So first of all, thank you for coming.
Oh yeah, no problem, man.
Of
no
course.
problem.
And secondly, David McCants is the product of Northern Alabama University. He came over to replace also a legend, Tony Hollins, for the Berlin Adler. I did my homework.
Right.
He went from the Berlin Adler to the Berlin Rebel. Super questionable move there, going to a rival. To the Hamburg Blue Devils, Dusseldorf Panthers, finally making it to the New York Lions. He's a GFL championship in 2009, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2019. He's a Euro Bowl champion in 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. He's a German Bowl MVP in 2009, 2017. And you even won a GFL 2 championship somewhere in there, didn't you?
Yeah, I helped Hamburg Blue Devils move up.
I appreciate how you said that, by the way, that you helped. That's very good wording. And it tells a lot about you. I like that. What the hell, David? You just didn't leave anything for anybody else in this time. Huh? You just super greedy.
Nah, man, just as a competitor, you always want to compete, and competing with a team is also about a team thing as well. So
absolutely,
I want to be motivated with other people. But also, if I need to motivate other people as well, that's no problem. We can go both ways with it. So it's all about motivating and having that goal to achieve. And yeah, man.
Absolutely. How many career rushing yards do you have?
Career rushing yards, I think right now 11,700 yards. Yeah. So I think back in 2017, I don't know if I'm the first running back to have over 10,000 yards in Europe, but for Germany, for sure. I don't know any other.
So when people talk about David McCants, you are the blank of Germany. I'm thinking like you are the Emmitt Smith of Germany. You are the Adrian Peterson of Germany. What would you prefer?
Nah, man. I'm just
you're the David
guy,
McCants of Germany.
I'm just David McCants. Just played in Germany. That's it.
I hear you. What running back do you relate to the most from like a playing style?
I would say a little bit of Barry Sanders, a little bit on the smaller version of him with LaDainian Tomlinson. With those two.
Yeah,
those my two best.
Those were your guys.
Yeah.
Not a bad two running backs to relate to or to look up to. I got all that information off of your wiki page. Did you know you had a wiki page?
Bro, I did. I think I found out like 3 years ago. I did not know I had that. I really did not know I had.
But you made it. When I grow up, I want to be David McCants. Someday I want a freaking wiki page. I just Googled it. I was like, all right, because I'm a fan, but I didn't know every single year you won a German Bowl. And I obviously knew you won the Euro Bowls in 2015, 2016. Still stings. But it's a laundry list of championships. So I was like, all right, it's got to be somewhere. First thing that pops up, David McCants wiki. It was like, damn.
Oh wow.
My man made it. My man is up there.
I didn't know who did it, or I don't know. Like I said, I found out about it because I don't know too much about computers myself, so I did not do anything. I don't know. So
it's pretty accurate though, because it also said that you have 11,775 yards.
Oh wow!
123 touchdowns, which was third best in club history at the end of his career. It lists everything that you had.
Wow.
I mean, it's basically your entire GFL career. Somebody laid it down for you.
Oh, that's crazy. I did not know that.
Even got your birthday, 20th of August, 1987, Northport, Alabama. Let's go.
Right. Wow. Just Northport. That's like
Northport.
direct.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Northport, stand up. Northport, stand up. No,
Yeah,
so
right.
somebody's out there
Yeah.
knows too much about you, maybe.
Yeah, someone being nosy, man.
One
But
thing one thing about the wiki page though that I'm interested about, it said you went to the Blue Devils because something with the CFL didn't work out. I don't know that
yeah,
story.
yeah, that was of course. The thing is, 2009, 2010, and 2011, I played half season in Germany because as a young player, I was like around like 21, 22 years old. I still wanted to find a way to get to CFL or
Mhm.
a small chance to the NFL. I was just hungry for it at that time, and yeah, I went to back in 2009, I played half season there. I did not know nothing about Europe football, Germany football, anything like that.
Mhm.
I had a situation back in 2008, 2009 with my pro day. I really didn't have a chance to do a pro day. And but long story short, I just did not have a chance to
Yeah.
do a pro day. And kind of got me off track, and I had one team interested in me. I know about New York Giants, but they was at a pro day and I wasn't there. So like me being just another normal player, in America. They just said, okay, he's not here.
Right.
We got to find.
Well, I think that's what people don't realize
Yeah.
is there's a ton of talented football players
Right.
in the States. And for you to kind of make it to that level, obviously there's at the running back position in the NFL, there's the handful of elite guys, but then everybody
Yes.
else is just talented football players
Right.
and maybe not special. And
Mm-hmm.
the stars kind of have to align for you to get that shot, especially coming from like a smaller school like
Exactly.
yourself. And I get this question a lot, and I please don't be offended by it. And it might sound rude, but I think it's a question worth answering.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like your career was a failure because you didn't make these leagues, or do you feel like something was missing from your
No.
career because you weren't able to achieve what you wanted to there potentially as a goal?
Yeah.
Which I've been asked the same question, so that's
Mm-hmm.
why I'm asking it to you because I'm interested how you feel about that.
No. I would say, like I said, when I was young, I felt like why they don't see me.
Mhm.
Those first 3 years when I was in Germany, '09, '10, and 11, I kept asking myself why they don't see me. Why the NFL is not looking at me, or why I can't do this, why I can't do that. And then after a while, you know, I started adjusting to the life of Europe, the life of Germany, being here, and I just told myself at the end of 2011, I want to take a chance on playing one full season on a team and just try to build something up, for myself or for my team. And and that's what happened. And I've been here ever since,
And
So and now, like, fast forward to now, it's like now I'm able to do what I love, to have a chance to help other running backs,
mhm,
help other players overall to achieve their goals, as in for example, I'm helping a lot of players, they from Germany, in this area, Braunschweig area, and
mhm,
they had a chance to go to high school, and they see what I've taught them and showed them, the way of how we truly play football in America. Also, with Hugo Klages, he's from Braunschweig. He got a scholarship for University of Massachusetts. I was training him as well, and he was prepared and he was ready. I gave him that mindset to, you have to get it going, man. You will have hundreds of players like you,
mhm,
you know, that is just as good, if not better. But the difference is the mindset, and I trying to find ways to change their mindsets.
mhm. And
Uh,
when you look back on your playing career, you don't
mm,
have a what if, or you're satisfied with what you were able to accomplish.
nah, I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
I'm okay. Like the thing is for me, it's great to win the individual MVPs, championships. But the great thing that I just the way I am, I love to see other people achieve goals because they see me achieve goals. For example, they I have a lot of kids look up to me like, hey, you've done a great job, and I would tell them like, hey, I'm just a normal guy. You can do the same thing, but
Right.
you have to, so helping others is the great thing.
Yeah.
Great thing about it.
Yeah, I think when you're an import that stays over here for a long time, such
Yeah.
as yourself, and like you almost become like an ambassador for the sport, and your role kind of changes, and it becomes more
Yeah.
than just playing and how well you can do. And
Right.
but I've been asked that question several times, and it's like, no, I don't feel that my career has been a disappointment because I didn't get to where I wanted to be as a 14-year-old kid.
Yeah.
What I'm doing now is also special in its own way.
Very.
It's just different.
Very. Yeah.
Um, so after 2011, you decided to kind of make your career in Germany, get on a good
Mm-hmm.
team. What about Braunschweig drew you in? Like why you bounced around from club to club until that point, playing in Dusseldorf in 2012, and then Braunschweig in 2013, and then you never left. What drew you in about Braunschweig?
Okay. Like I said before, at the end of 2011, like I said, I just decided to, take a chance and play one full season to see how it goes, to see how I would play a full season here in Germany. And so in 2012, I knew a guy named Extras Creighton. He's a legend as well here in Germany, also in Europe. He has won many championships in the 90s as well.
Okay.
So I heard about him and a few players that were there. They was very talented. I played against Dusseldorf back in 2010 when I was in Berlin Rebels. So I seen they had a lot of young, talented players there as well. So I was like, okay, let me take my chance there. They was also moved up in the first league. And, just being around Extras because he had more experience than I.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of gave me a little knowledge of the living and also the work ethic as well
Mm-hmm.
of playing on the team here. And I adjusted. I feel like I adjusted great there in 2012. But I would say in 2012 we had a lot of great players, but we just couldn't sum it up like the way we wanted to at the end of the year. I think we were 6-6, I think, that year. And there was a lot of, disagreements on things on the business side of it.
Mm-hmm.
So me and some of the players from 2000 in Dusseldorf, we decided to, hey, let's take our chances in Braunschweig. We don't know too much about Braunschweig, but let's take a chance. We didn't know. I think also Braunschweig that year fired their coach, and that's when they hired Coach Tomlin as well. I did
Mm-hmm.
not know too much about Tomlin at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I heard a few things about him being here
Mm-hmm.
in the early 2000s, and he went to GFL a few times. To the German championships, to the
Mm-hmm.
German Bowl a few times back in the early 2000s. So me and some of the players, we was like, hey, let's take a chance in Braunschweig in 2013, and let's try to adjust to those players that are in Braunschweig right then. And, we went there. Coach Tomlin, he chose us. I'm
Mm-hmm.
happy that he did. And, and 2013 was also a lot of up and downs. But the thing I loved about 2013, maybe one of the best years, is that we had to fight because we did not know each other at the time. But we grew into something. Every game was kind of like a battle, no matter who it was. But at the end, we found a way to win it. We had a lot of people hurt in the beginning of the year. I think we had like 9 starters on defense that had ACL tour.
Yeah.
John, he
Sure.
was one of them.
I know.
Yep, John Clemens, he was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
We had
Dude's a beast.
He's a beast. John Clemens is a beast. We had so many players injured, but we found a way to win games.
Mm-hmm.
playoffs, and then 2013 went to the German Bowl, and and that's when everything started.
So what besides the huge salary made you stay in Braunschweig for so long?
Yeah, slide it in. Huh? Nah, man. I just the family.
What besides the 10,000 euros a month made you stay?
Crazy. Ah, man. But just we molded into something.
Yeah.
Like I said, before, at the end of 2013, man, when we won that German Bowl, it was a very special moment, and we knew we had something.
Yeah.
And so that's when we came together, and we was like, hey, we got to do this again another year, man. This is great. So, and that's what we did. And Coach Tomlin did a great job. He and Coach Likens did a great job recruiting.
You could tell in 2015 when y'all came down to Innsbruck, you could tell that you guys had really good team chemistry, and there was just I still think it's the best football game I've ever played in. Was that 2015 semifinal in the Euro Bowl? That was a fucking fight.
That was a war.
There's so many good football players on the field, and I think like just your guys' lack of panic, and because we came out and punched y'all in the mouth hard as we could, and then we just couldn't keep it up. But the resolve that y'all had is like, you could tell that y'all been there, done that. You know what I mean? And when a football team gets to that point, they're tough to beat.
Yeah,
they're tough to beat. And that's kind of where we are as the Raiders right now. We started, that was when we were starting something, right? 2015. And so I can completely understand when you're in the middle of something special, you don't want to leave. You don't want to.
Yeah.
Just want to keep making it better.
Yeah, that's what it was, man. Like I said before, in 2013, it was something special, man. We became more than a team. We became truly a big family. These are my brothers here. So.
And when that happens, that's the championship starts being rattled off. But so it's 13, 14, 15, 16 go on a roll, and then there's a 2-year gap in there, and a team from the South came up and became a challenger to you guys. How important? I don't know. I'm not in German football, so I don't know if there's bad blood or what the relationship between Hall and Braunschweig is. Yeah. But I'm curious on your thoughts of how important did you think another team, specifically a team coming from the South, to actually compete for championships was important? Was it important for the GFL, and was it important for you guys? Because I think every team needs that competitor, right? Every team needs that person to push them, that team to push us. For us, it's the Vikings. Like if we don't grow, if we don't get better, we're going to get beat.
Yeah.
So everybody needs that. So how important was Hall coming up to the Lions and for you personally?
Schwäbisch Hall played a very important role in that 2014, 15, 16, and even now, because they became very competitive in the South. And that's what, over the years, it's always been the North, most of the time. If it wasn't Braunschweig, it was Kiel. If it wasn't Kiel, it was Hamburg. So it was always the North most of the time. So Schwäbisch Hall, like you said, back in 2014, we in the German Bowl, we beat them pretty bad, from the jump. But then, like I said before, it was more of a family thing for us. But Schwäbisch Hall came in, they seen it, they felt us. They was like, oh, these guys are real. So we have to step our game up. So they stepped their game up, and 2015 came. We played them in the Euro Bowl, and they started getting closer and closer. They started becoming more competitive, and that's what we needed. We needed to be on our toes as a team as well. And they kept competing, they kept fighting over the years, and then 2017, I think, 2017, they beat us, man. And and then after that, they got on the roll again.
So what was that like for the Lions? Because you guys were going for a 5-peat, right?
Yeah.
I believe so. And what was it? What was it like after the 2017 season? Was it? I imagine it was a very different scenario from the past
Yeah,
3 years because it was like, oh, okay. Did
yeah.
anything change? Was there a sense of urgency? Was there a sense of intensity for
No,
the next 2 years, or it's just like, hey, they got us that time. We just got to keep doing what we're doing.
no, it was just hate to say it, but some of us was getting older, you know.
Okay.
So I was close to 30, at the time, and Casey, he was getting a little bit getting injured as
Hmm.
well a little bit. Some of these players, we was getting older, but also we were still competitive. Our mindset was still, to compete though, and yeah, but yeah, no love lost against Ravens Hall. They're a
Yeah.
competitive team. It's
Yeah.
all love, and that's what we need. That's what they needed too. So it helped
Yeah.
uh,
Exactly.
both sides, the North and the South.
Right.
So
Did
yeah,
that make this past? I know you were a little bit beat up towards the end of this past season, I believe.
yeah,
But
yeah.
did that make this past championship special to be able to get back on top where I'm sure you guys feel like you belong?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. This year was, but this past year it was kind of like now it's the new age of the Lions. There were new people, more hungry people, hungrier people on the team, and but also you still have those old heads like me, Nicholas Romer, Bolo.
Hmm.
It's like we are still good players, and we still have the mindset of winning.
Hmm.
But we knew that we couldn't do it ourselves because we didn't have that team back in 2013. But most of the time, I think 2013, yeah, because some of those players had left.
Right.
They quit, they retired. Moving on. Also for Shredder, Shredder was great. He's still out there playing. He's still out there balling. But yeah, but we were still there to show the young players how to, win championship, to stay calm. It's okay. Let's
Hmm.
keep fighting, working.
Hmm.
We still have 4 quarters, you know. And also Coach Tomlin he still did what he needed to do as a coach to keep us grounded as well. And yeah, man. Yeah.
So
And now,
was that a
way,
gratifying, a different experience being more of a mentor role,
yeah,
and then
because
as opposed?
yeah, man, because it's, I would say, just a different role as in being on the sideline,
Hmm.
because when I'm on that field, is either I would try, if they need me to make a play, I would. If they need me to be a decoy, I would. So it didn't even matter if I had the ball or not. Just being on the field, it was a great excitement to be on there. But now being on the sideline, it was like, yeah, it's okay because I knew not Mike, but Chris McClendon. I knew he was going to do what he needed to do.
That dude runs
It
hard.
just, yeah, man,
That dude
yeah, man.
runs hard. Oh my
And,
god.
and the crazy thing about it, he's only learning. He's
Hmm.
just now learning, and I was happy to be there with him along the way to keep him motivated. And yeah, and he just exploded through the mid-season and
Hmm.
yeah, dominated the game. And he deserves that MVP, not only because of that game, because of the whole year, what he had done throughout the whole year
No,
last year. So,
I thought it was probably the first German Bowl I actually watched, which
yeah,
might be surprising to people, but
yeah,
uh,
yeah,
but that dude was hands down the. And I actually watched because I wanted to watch Brandon play. Big fan of
yeah,
that
yeah,
guy, but
yeah. Brandon,
that dude ran
right,
hard, so he was very well deserving. So
right.
now you it, can I say that you're done playing? Is that are you? Is that a thing?
Um,
Are you done
yeah, man.
playing? I guess I
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm done, man. Like I said
okay.
before, right
Done
now,
for now, it sounds like.
I'm done, man. Because like yeah, man. Like now, my body is 20 years, man. Playing running back, it's crazy. No matter what level it is, man.
Doesn't matter.
It's
Wear and tear.
yeah. Yeah. Good night. Right. The wear and tear, man. It's just breaking me up, and I feel it now. with my knees. I never had problems with my knees until I stopped playing, and and I noticed like last year, like when I got hurt, it was just a crazy situation. It's just like, damn, like usually I would get injured, but I can come back with no problem, but now getting old and,
It's crazy how your body changes. Like shit that would never even bother
crazy.
me. It just, you don't
Right.
heal. You don't heal nearly as fast. Like things just,
Exactly, man.
so.
And that's the problem. That's I think. And so I feel like this time, but just to help win the German Bowl one last time, it still was a a great situation.
Mhm.
Even on the sideline.
So, you haven't really had an opportunity to miss it quite yet because of everything that's going on. But what do you think you'll miss the most from playing?
Oh man, actually, believe it or not, the practices.
Yeah. Funny.
Yeah, man, just being there with the guys, having fun. But also when it's time to work, it was time to work. At practice. Like I said before, I'm always there. Maybe an hour, 2 hours before practices, running, pulling sleds. Doing a lot of different type of workout, even helping young players, and that was a great thing about it, man. And and then I would practice. Then I would practice after practice, So just missing those things, hanging around with the guys, man,
Yeah.
and man,
Yeah.
that's what I.
Yeah. It's going to be a tough road for me when that day comes, but I think it's not that far down the line.
Yeah,
Because it's
yeah,
enough's enough. But
yeah.
so now your role is kind of shifted within the club, right? So you're not actively playing, but you still are active in the club. What is your current role within the Lions?
Oh, right now I am coaching the U19 team.
Cool.
I'm coaching those players, just teaching them a lot of little techniques, a lot of little things, how to become professional in things, situation outside of football, and
Mm-hmm.
how to become just a great football player, but also as a person.
Yeah.
Show them, this is how you should play, and also this is how you should do outside of football as well. So I'm giving them both ends. They don't know it, but maybe they know it if they listen to this
It's
podcast.
like, that's what he was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So
No, I think that's cool as hell. I coach we've talked about this before, but
right.
I coach the U18 for the
Mm-hmm.
Raiders. And that's such a cool age. And I think that's that's been my favorite thing to do for the past several years, like even more so than playing. I think the gratification from working with these kids is better than any gratification I get from playing well, because
you see the progress in them, and you teaching them what and to see them do it the way it is. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, and that's a great feeling about it. I've been doing it ever since actually 2009, just unofficially, just teaching and helping players. But I didn't even know that much in 2009. I just the knowledge I knew back then, just helping the players out and see the progress. I'm like, oh, and so yeah, man, it's a great feeling.
A little tip for clubs out there: if you have an import who actively helps player development,
right,
you should probably keep that guy.
Gotta keep
as
him, take advantage.
long as you can, because that's huge. You found a good one. If a guy is that passionate about football and that it wants to actively be involved in the youth, you found a good one.
Right.
So U19 is not the only thing you got going on. Outside of that, you are a personal trainer as well, or what?
Yeah.
What do you got going on outside of football?
Yeah. Also, I have a full-time athletic training job here. I'm at FT Club, fitness training club here, and we are training all types of players, from soccer, basketball, American football, of course. Also, we're also training, the normal people as well that wants to get a good workout in. But
the
also,
normal people, non-athletes.
Yeah,
the
the
normal people.
Yeah, you said non-athletes. Athletes that want to get a athletic workout in, and to motivate them as well. And man, that's what I'm doing. outside of football.
Not
But
too
also,
bad.
yeah,
But I think like you got to take your hat off to imports that are able to come over here and create a life outside of football. Like when you come
right,
over here and use football as a vessel to live abroad, and if you like that and you like where you are and you figure out a way to make a profession outside of football, I mean
yeah,
that's
yeah,
huge. So many guys try to do that, and it's really really difficult. It's
right.
really
It's very
difficult.
takes time, man. It
Hmm.
takes time because of the system, the way it is, man. It takes a lot. I've been doing this for some years now, and I'm just now getting on my feet outside of football. And yeah, it just takes time. But if you are willing to, take the time and be patient and have a goal in, for whatever you're doing and trying to stick to that goal, it can happen, man. It can
Yeah,
happen. So
yeah. I You're so damn cheesy.
yeah,
Switching topics, you are so damn cheesy.
what you mean?
Man, proposing in Paris, you are so damn cheesy. Did you do
Hey,
it in front of the Eiffel Tower?
nah, bro.
No, okay.
That was the plan. That was the
Okay.
plan, though. Like, okay, like, yeah, I've been planning this last year for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 months. Actually, it was ever since I've been here in Europe. I've always told myself, I thought it would never happen actually, but I always told myself, like, if I, you know, ask my woman out, to marry me, to ask her for marriage, I would do it in Paris because as an American, where for me, like being in Paris, we only see that in TV in America. We only
Absolutely.
see the Paris Tower, whatever. So just being over here, near Paris, it's a wow to me. But I never wanted to go to Paris until I met that one,
Ah,
and
okay.
which is kind of, I did go with the football team. We had to play a game
Sure,
there,
but you don't
but
really,
yeah, we
it's
don't
not the
count
same.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's not the same. It was only for business. So, yeah, man, I wanted to do it in, yeah, like you said, being cheesy or whatever in this shape. But yeah, I wanted to do it in front of Paris, the Eiffel Tower. But
Hmm.
I went there with the ring, and we were walking, and I was like,
Your ass is
I
gonna get mugged.
yeah, right. Like I was like, oh, man, I got so nervous, bro. I got so nervous. But the great thing about it, though, we had a hotel, and I think it was very special too. We had a hotel, and outside the window, you can see the Eiffel Tower.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, so
That's
I
where
had
that brown track salary comes in. What's up, Dave?
to
Flying first class over to Paris.
crazy, man. But that's when. So I was like, man, this would be great right here, man, to do it by the window, and the Eiffel Tower is right behind her.
Nah, perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
man.
Hey, so happy for you. Congratulations.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate
Congratulations. Nah,
it.
I think that's great. And Paris, I don't know what you think. I actually played for a team out just outside of Paris. So I was traveled to Paris during the
Right.
day all the time. There
Yeah.
is something very romantic and like special
Yeah.
about that city.
It's Romantic City,
So
man.
so
Romantic.
it's a good choice, but you're cheesy as hell and a hopeless romantic. so so you finished up your playing career as one of the all-time greats. You're a living legend in European football. You've
Mhm.
transitioned to a coaching role. You got your foundation set with a job outside of football as well. You just got engaged. Everything's going right for you, Dave.
Yeah.
Where are we going from here? What's the plan moving forward?
I mean, to you know, like I said before, yeah, it looks good, it sounds good, with all the championships and what I'm doing outside of football, but it's still a lot of work, a lot of little details that people don't see to do this, but yeah, man, like after, I mean, just to keep doing what I'm doing, and try to make this, I'm trying to find ways to grow sports, as long as I'm growing into teaching and coaching, then I want to find a way to help others, as to trying to find ways to achieve their goals as well for their future. My goal is to help other people achieve their goals. That's so yeah, man, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm
Perfect.
doing, man.
Perfect. You got
Yeah.
anything? You got anything specific you want to talk about, and how you're going to be able to do that?
Uh, yeah. Right now,
Like,
like I said, I'm working at I'm an athletic trainer now
mhm.
here in Braunschweig, and yeah, so I'm doing a lot of. We have classes. We were planning on doing some online classes as well. So anyone from in Germany, outside of Europe, outside of anywhere around this world, let's try to take advantage of this of the social life, social
Yep.
media life. Yeah, and let's get it going, man. So that's
Perfect.
the yeah. So
Perfect. I can't believe it took me this long to comment on it. I've been wanting to do it the whole time. You look big
yeah.
as hell, bro. You lifting? You've been doing a lot of bees and trees, man. That chest looks
I'm
big
doing.
as hell too.
It's
You
just a
look you look like you retired from running back and about to play fullback. What are you doing over there?
man. It's just a camera, man. I'm actually
I
small.
got you. I got you. I got you. Well, David, thanks for joining. I think
Yeah.
people imports like you are hugely important for the game of football. Like we need Americans to come over here and make a living over here and decide to stay over here.
Right.
And not just Americans, but always helpful people that are passionate about growing the sport.
Right.
And I appreciate you for joining us, and I appreciate everything you've done for European football.
Yeah, man. No problem, man. Always, bro.
All right, man. Hey,
Always.
take care. Thanks again.
All right, then. See you, bro.